ಗ್ರಿಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೈ ಲೈನ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್. So what happens when the changes in the load takes place, or what happens in the frequency bias takes place in different state space models. The state space model andre depending upon the output equations. So how so depending upon the output, how actually the control techniques or control different controls are happening. Okay. And so the next thing is, what are the different implementation, what are the issues while implementing the AGC. So automatic generation control ಏನದು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪವರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಏನೇನು ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಾವು ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನೇನು ಅದು ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ those are the concepts that we are studying, and today we are going to deal with the tie line oscillations. So the interconnection between the control areas where the generation and the loads are occurred. So between that we need to connect a transmission line system. So just like a communication system. So this is the transmission or the communication system. So that's called as the tie line. So if the oscillations occurred at the tie line, so how actually the system behaves. So that we are going to deal today. So for that, before that, yesterday in the last session we have derived one state space model, vector model, about a 9x9 matrix. So that is a huge. So it has a huge nomenclatures, and sometimes it looks like some difficult to operate. So for that simplification purpose, we are going to deal with the tie line oscillations. So here also we will derive some equations. So with the help of these oscillations, so as we know that there are 3 to 4 type, about 4 type of oscillations that may occurred in our power systems. So critical damping, or the dampings, different dampings, over damping, under damping, critical damping, so normal damping. So these are different 3 to 4 types of dampings. So based upon that damping, that we are going to control the system. So previously we were derived for 9x9 matrix. So based upon the output equations, we were supposed to form the equations. So here, depending upon the oscillations, so we are going to derive some equations. So here we before going to the actual, we need to assume some things. So what are these assumptions? So we have to neglect the turbine and governor time constants. So different time constants that we derived, TGR, TM, so like that, different turbine and governor time constants. So that we need to neglect here, and neglect the damping constants, that is the D1, D2, D. So these are the different damping constants. So that we need to neglect, and the identicals, the both area are identicals. So here we have to assume that the control areas that we are assuming are looks similar. So they don't have any external variables, different variables. So these are both are similar, identical. So by assuming that, we will start the works. So here the two area equations, the area equations. So we have here the areas. The two control areas that we derived, that we got actually. So this is the area 1 and area 2. So here we are going to deal with for tie line operation, the tie line. So the tie line is mainly given by delta PM. So this is the tie line operations. So this tie line operations is a delta P12. So the delta P12 or P12, simply P12 is the tie line that is connecting area 1 and area 2. So we need to derive the output equation for tie line operations. So tie line, the tie line is given input delta omega and delta PM, delta PL. So these are the different inputs and outputs. So based upon that, delta PM1s, now in input tagantivala, so that delta omega 1s divided by R. So this is for area 1, and similarly for area 2. So here we have, so how we got this delta PM1? So delta PM1 is equals to delta omega 1 divided by R1. So this is the R1. So we are getting the inputs and outputs with the help of the control action. Control block derive ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. So ನಮಗೆ delta PM1. So delta PM1 ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ input to the governor. Sorry, the generator and load. The output, the total output of the area is given by delta omega. So this delta omega, delta PM1 divided by delta omega 1. So that gives you the regulator constants R. Okay. So that R. So delta PM1 of S is equals to minus delta omega 1S divided by R. And similarly for area 2. So we have assumed that both the areas are identical. So like that delta PM2 of S. So that is equals to delta omega 2 by R. Okay. So similarly for delta omega 1S. So we have delta omega 1S. So that what is that delta omega 1S? So look at here. So this delta omega 1S. So this will be given by delta PL1 of S, delta PM1 of S, delta P12, R1. Okay. These are the different inputs. So these are the different inputs. What are the inputs? Delta P12, delta PM1, delta PL1. L1 is the load. This is the output of our turbine, and this is the output of the interlink of our tie line. So from area 1 to area 2 we need, so that is the tie line. So that delta omega 1S, so that will be given by the 1 by 2hs of delta PM1S minus delta PL1S and delta P2S, delta P1S. So this is from the turbine, this is from the load, and this is from the tie line operations. Okay. And here we are not using 1 by 2hs plus D. 1 by 2hs plus D. Why we are not using D here? Because we assumed that damping constants are neglected. So we are just neglecting the damping constants, so not taken the D. Now equation last state space model ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ equation derive ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, same equation for the governor operations. Okay. So now substitute the delta PM1. So what is delta PM1 here? Delta omega 1 by R. Substitute in this equation. Okay. Delta omega 1S is equals to 1 by delta PL1S minus delta P12S divided by, so this 2hs. So we are taken this 2hs and written this here. 1 by R 2hs. 1 by R 2hs. Okay. Similarly for delta omega 2 of S, this is for area 1. This is for area 1. Similarly for area 2, even 1 ante eniruttalla adu 2 anta madadashte. 1 by 1 plus RHS delta PL2, delta P12 is same. Area 1 ಮತ್ತು area 2 go connecting line. So connecting line will be same, delta P12 and 2hs. Okay. So the next equation. So we have, so ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಈಗ, we have derived the equation for delta PM. So what is the equation for delta PM? That is output by input, the control, that is the control delta omega 1, sorry, the 1 by R. So 1 by R is our feedback path. So now 1 by R feedback path ge control equation derive ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So how the transfer function of any control block will be given by output function divided by input function. So 1 by R. So this 1 by R is equals to output delta omega 1S divided by delta PM1S. So 1 by R. So this 1 by R given by output divided by input. So output is delta PM1 and input is delta omega S. So the output equation, that is delta PM1, that is given by our delta omega S divided by R. Okay. Delta omega S divided by R. Delta omega S divided by R. So this is for equation for our output equation for our tie line. Output equation for our tie line. So for this we need to calculate for output equation for whole block. So the output equation of whole block this is. We are neglecting D. So that's why there is no D. 1 by 2 Hs. So substitute delta PM1. So delta PM1 place ali delta omega 1 divided by R. Delta omega divided by R ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ omega ಮತ್ತೆ omega same ಇದೆ. Cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So omega cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So here there is not cancel. Omega common ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So ಈ omega common ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ equation simplify ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So the simplified equation will be given by 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 RHS. And remaining thing is delta PL1 of S, delta P12 of S divided by 2Hs. Now just delta PM1 ge replace ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ in equation. Just we are replace delta PM1 with this equation. Okay. So similarly for delta omega 2. Similarly for delta omega 2 also. Same equations. And the next thing is delta P12 of S. So delta P12. So this delta P12. So this delta P12. So the input is delta omega 1s. So that is T by S. T by S equation ge equation derive ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಈಗ ನಾವು ಈ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಗೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ equation derive ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Next thing is this block. This block is called as our tie line control block. So while explaining the two area system, I have explained that this block decides just like a valve. So how much amount of power that need to flow. So that will be decided by T by S. Okay. So that will be divided by T by S. So this T by S, we need to derive the output equation for this T by S. So what is this T by S? So the output equation. So if you want to derive any output equation for a control block, just consider the transfer function. So what is the transfer function? That is output by input function. So if you calculate the transfer function, you can easily get the output equation there. Okay. So what is the transfer function for this T by S block? So the output equation. So the output equation that will be given by delta omega 1 of S and delta omega 2 of S. We have two output equations. That is delta omega 1 of S and delta omega 2 of S. And what is the input? So that is delta P12. Okay. So okay, this is the output, and these are the inputs. These are delta omega 1 of S and delta omega 2 of S are the input for this tie line control block, and output will be delta P12. So by getting the input, by deciding the imbalance between the two areas, just by considering the imbalance between the two areas, the output will be managed. So that's why these are the inputs, not outputs. So delta omega 1 of S, that is the input from the area 1. Delta omega 2 of S, this is the input from the area 2. Okay. So based upon that, T by S. So the output is delta P12 divided by input. So input is delta omega 1 of S minus delta omega 2 of S. So that gives you the T by S function. Okay. So this is the input and this is the output. So the output equation delta P12. So that will be given by T by S of delta omega 1 of S minus delta omega 2 of S. So just like similar to state space model, the state space model is of 9 cross 9 matrix. So that is a complex matrix. So in order to avoid, we can use the simplified methods. The simplified methods are using tie line oscillations. So the tie line oscillations include the tie line power flow and also the output equations. So the output of our control block. So this is the power flow equation delta P12. Okay. So here we need to substitute the value of delta omega 1 of S and delta omega 2 of S. So T by S, and we use ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಈಗ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಎಸ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ 1 ಎಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಒಮೆಗಾ 2 ಆಫ್ ಎಸ್ ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೂ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1/1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ so this equation and these two are common. So common term will work 1/1 plus 1/2 RHS, and here one more common is 2HS. So take that 2HS outside, 1/2HS, and write down the remaining thing. Delta PL2 of S, delta PL1 of S, delta PL2 of S, delta PL1 of S, and here delta P1 to S, delta P1 to S. So that is 2 delta P1 to S. Take the negative term outside ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So 2 delta P1 to of S. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್? ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ delta P1 to of S is equals to T by S delta omega 1 of S minus delta omega 2 of S. This is our tie line output equation for our tie line control. So ಈ tie line control ಗೆ ಇದು equation. So delta omega 1 of S ಮತ್ತೆ delta omega 2 of S ನಾವು ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ 1/1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1/2 RHS. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಕಾಮನ್ 1/2HS also take common. Similarly delta P12 of S here, delta P12 of S, take negative common. So take negative common. So negative common, then negative common ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ delta PL1 of S ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, and here delta PL2 S. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ again negative common ಆಗಿದೆ, so negative plus cancel ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So delta PL2 S, delta PL1 of S, delta P12 of S, delta P12 of S, 2 delta P12 of S. Okay, so this is the equation for your tie line power flow, change in tie line power flow, delta P12 of S. So delta P12 of S. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ time constants. Now previously neglected the time constants. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, just add the tie line constants ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು. So t ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಆ t ಟರ್ಮ್ ನಾವು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. delta P12 of S. So delta P12 of S is equals to 1 plus 2t divided by 2h square plus s by r. So simplified ನೀವು equation above equation simplify ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, and is equals to 2t divided by 2h square plus s by r. So delta PL2 of S minus delta PL1 of S. So 2 delta P. So 2 delta P12 of S ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 delta P12 of S. So ಈ P12 of S ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ delta P12 ಮತ್ತೆ this delta P12 ಅದು ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So after simplification delta P12 of S, so that will be given by T by 2H. So this is our tie line constant, not time constant. This is tie line constant. We are neglected the time constants of governor as well as turbine. So don't get confused. This is the tie line constant T. So S square plus S by 2RH plus T by H. This is our quadratic equation we need to solve. Simplify ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, S square plus S by 2RH plus T by H, delta PL12 of S, delta PL1 of S. So here the system stability. So we know in the control system the system stability using Routh-Hurwitz criterion. So in the left half of Routh-Hurwitz criteria, that pole, if you get the negative sign, so that indicates that your system is in stable condition. So like that here also the poles of this control system, the equation, quadratic equation. So the poles of this gives you the oscillation of delta P12. So this poles, so in poles are derive madana, so that poles gives you the tie line oscillations of delta P12. Okay, and just by comparing, just compare the oscillation time constants. So damping constant, damping oscillations and then study ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, so that damping oscillations na ಮತ್ತೆ tie line oscillations na ನಾವು compare ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this comparison with the second order quadratic equation, characteristic equation, that is, so you know ನೀವು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಎಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಎನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. Okay, so that gives you the s square plus 2 sigma omega ns plus omega ns square. So here what is alpha? So alpha is our 1 by 4 RH. 1 by 4 RH. So omega n, so that omega n gives you the t by h. Omega n is equals to t by h. Omega n is equals to t by h, root of t by h. Okay, and the next roots, we need to calculate the roots. So s1 s2, so s1 s2 is equals to minus sigma omega n plus or minus j omega n of root 1 minus sigma square. So s1 s2 is equals to minus sigma omega n plus or minus j omega n root 1 minus sigma square. So how we got this equation? Just substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. 1 by 4 RH sigma alpha is equals to 1 by 4 RH substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Omega n is equals to root t by h substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Derive the equation of your quadratic equation. So x s is equal to even ax square plus bx plus c. So what is x? X is equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನಿಮಗೆ x ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ s1 s2 is gives you the minus sigma omega n plus or minus j omega n root 1 minus sigma square. So s1 s2 we need this. So s1 s2 is equals to minus alpha plus or minus j omega d. So you equations already derive ಮಾಡಿದಿರ ನೀವು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Just glance, remember the things. So omega d, so here omega d is equals to omega n root of 1 minus sigma square. So this is the important formula. So omega d, so what is here omega d? Omega d is your damped oscillations. So damping conditions of your oscillation frequency. And what is omega n? Omega n is the natural frequency which is undamped. So damped, undamped. This is the damped frequency. This is undamped frequency. So the alpha, here we derived the alpha. So this is the damping factor or damping constant. So while solving the numericals, you may get the question in order to calculate the damping constant or damping factor. So ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ. So what is alpha? What is omega n? What is omega d? What is sigma? So sigma is the damping ratio, damping oscillations. So we are now comparing our Thailand oscillations with the damping oscillations. Okay, so alpha is the damping factor, omega n is the natural frequency which is undamped frequency, omega d is the damped frequency, and the sigma is our damping ratio. So now we are comparing. So now we are comparing with our equations. So when alpha, so s1 or s2, so that will be given by minus alpha plus or minus j omega d. Okay, so here the alpha is called the damping factor or damping constant. Omega n is the natural frequency. Omega d is the damped or conditioned frequency, and sigma is our damping ratio. So here when sigma is equals to 1, ಆ equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ sigma is equals to 1 ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? So that is called critical damping condition. So this condition is called as critical damping condition. So when sigma is equals to 1, alpha will be automatically equals to omega n. Sigma is equals to 1 minus 1, 0. Omega d is equals to 0. So omega n is equals to alpha. Okay, so this condition is called as critical damping. Sigma is equals to 1. So sigma is equals to 0. So sigma is equals to 0 or alpha is equals to 0. That is substitute here. Okay, sigma is equals to 0. Sigma is equals to 1 ಆದಾಗ alpha is equals to omega n. Similarly, when sigma is equals to 0, so sigma is equals to 0 ಆದಾಗ root 1, so alpha is equals to 0. Alpha is equals to 0 when sigma is equals to 1. Sigma is equals to 0. So this condition is called as our imaginary roots. So if the roots are imaginary, the system may be balanced or unbalanced. System may be balanced. So when the roots are imaginary, system is balanced. When the roots are in positive half side, so positive half side system is unbalanced. When the roots are in negative side, negative quadrant, then system is balanced. So roots are imaginary, system may be balanced or unbalanced. So those are the conditions. Okay, here S1 and S2. So S1 and S2 are the roots. So these roots may be imaginary. So at that condition, what happens? The sinusoidal oscillations. Here the oscillations are sinusoidal for the load, and the tie line power flow. The tie line power flow at the frequency, at this frequency, that is omega n. So here the alpha is equals to 0. The alpha is equals to 0, and our damping ratio constant R. So R will be infinity. R will be infinity. So what that means? R is equals to infinity. So R infinity antandre enadru meaning governor speed constant. There is no governor speed control. Governor nam control alli illa. R is equals to infinity iddage. Okay, when alpha is equals to 0, R is equals to infinity, at that time there is no control of speed governor. There is no governor speed control. Okay, so in the third condition, what is that? When alpha is less than omega n and when alpha is greater than omega n. So now when condition only sigma is equals to 1 and sigma is equals to 0. So similarly, alpha is less than 1, alpha is less than omega n and greater than omega n. Okay, so alpha less than omega n. So at that condition, sigma is also less than 1. So such system is called as complex conjugate. So this complex conjugate roots. So this is called as undamped oscillation. So critically damped oscillations, undamped oscillations, and overdamped oscillations. 3 oscillations are there. So here, when alpha is less than omega n and sigma is less than 1, so that is called as complex conjugate roots. So complex conjugate roots, this is called as undamped oscillations. So here the tie line power flow, the oscillations, the tie line power flow, so which is having the frequency of omega d. So omega d, that is damped oscillations. Damped. So damped oscillations alli namge under damped sigati. Okay, so the time constant is given by 1 by alpha. Time constant. So similarly, when alpha is greater than omega n, so at that time what happens? It is called as overdamped. So when alpha is less than omega n, that is called as underdamped. Alpha is greater than omega n, that is overdamped. So here both the roots are real. Okay, so these questions, these are of multiple choice questions. So these are very important at the time of your competitive exams. If you are going to take a GATE exams or SSC, JEE, or your state PS, just like Transco, Genco, KPTCL, so like that, these are your 1-bit questions. So 1-bit questions antandre just multiple MCQ. So what is the condition for your roots are imaginary? So what is the alpha sigma values? So when the roots are undamped or conjugate, so what is the alpha sigma value? So when the roots are ill, so what is the damping conditions? So this is very important summary. So remember this summary. So this is a very important block. summary. So remember it. So what is the condition for damping? What is the roots and what happens? And also this equation, these two equations. Alpha is equals to sigma omega n. Omega d is equals to omega n root of 1 minus sigma square. And S1 S2 is equals to minus alpha plus or minus j omega d. So remember these three equations. So very important equations. And also omega d is equals to root t by h. Omega n is equals to root t by h. Alpha is equals to 1 by 4 RH. So these are very useful for solving numericals. 1 or 2 numericals will be there exam. So in your segment exams and also in our internals also. So remember these equations. So alpha. So here when alpha is greater than omega n, and the equation for alpha is given by 1 by 4h of d plus 1 by r. So this is the condition for timed oscillations. So when if we consider for the damping constants, with the damping constants of the load, now previously load damping constant neglect madidvi. First point neglecting the damping constants. Okay. So here at the end, if you are going to consider the damping constants, that is d and r, so the equation for alpha. So by using these analysis, above analysis, so the very important for stability parameters. Stability parameters na analyze madake. So these equations are very useful. And if you are going to consider with the damping constant, so your alpha, so the alpha will be given by 1 by 4h of d plus 1 by r. Okay. So this is enough now. So this is about tie line oscillations. The end of this tie line oscillations. So previously now delta pm, delta omega, delta pm, delta p reference. So different values itala. So a values ge ನಾವು state vector model use ಮಾಡಿ system stability na ಮತ್ತೆ output equations na derive ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. But here it is simplified by using oscillations. Damped oscillations, undamped oscillations, overdamped oscillations, critical damping. So based upon that we can analyze the system stability and also the time constant, damping constant, that is alpha is equals to 1 by 4h d plus 1 by r. Okay. So this is the end of your tie line oscillations. If you need to ask anything, can ask.